time for Down Home in the Tri-States with your host, Ron Jones.
Good morning. How y'all doing? Glad to have you with us on Down Home in the Tri-States. Y'all get your pencil now, because I got a couple of things I want y'all to write down later on, okay? Roy Sewell, they call him Poor Boy Roy. His son is Brian Sewell. Y'all probably know him, but Brian had a VHS tape that he had some stuff on that he said he tried to play it, and it kept just clogging up in his machine. He couldn't get it to play, and he asked me, he said, hey, Timmy, he said, you know what everybody does that? I said, put that on DVD. I said, yeah, I can do that. That's part of what my business is, stuff like that. Okay, I'm in the video business. But anyway, he gave it to me. Luckily, I got it off the first time, and I got some special machines and all that I run this stuff through. But tape has about a 20-year shelf life, so if you got some tape out there that's got some precious memories on it, you want to get on DVD and preserve them, y'all call me right there, okay? And we'll also 8mm film, old film, you know, we can get that to you also. And y'all just give me a call, and I'll give you a price on what you got and everything, and we'll get that for you. I get a lot of that because people want to save this stuff, okay? Anyway, I got that all. But there's a clip in there where old Poor Boy Roy, his dad, took off out the driveway in a car. I think it's like a Dukes of Hazzard car or something, but it was yellow, I believe. He took off out there and did a donut in the middle of that dirt road where he lived. And Brian said there was a clip where he ran into the tree while he was doing that, but I don't remember seeing that. But if I do, that's the one I'm going to play. But I am going to play one. Roy Sewell, Poor Boy Roy, he was born in 1943. He's like 3 years older than I am. 4 years old, excuse me. I was born in 47, so anyway. I was out of town somewhere the other day, and I was watching TV, and a spot came on about 1 penny under cost, 1 penny under dealer cost. It was a car ad. And I've always thought, I've seen that before, and I've always thought, how in the world can somebody sell a car for under dealer cost? That's dealer cost is what they pay for it, okay, and make money. I said, that can't be true. So I looked it up on the internet, and it's kind of lengthy here, but they can. And here's how it works. The manufacturer, let's say it's a Jeep, manufacturer, if they got some Jeeps out there that they need to get rid of in these dealerships to get ready for the new ones, they will offer those Jeeps, the local dealer, for 1 penny under dealer cost. And you know how they do that? The manufacturer will give them $1,000, say, for every Jeep they sell that they want to move out. So they advertise this Jeep or probably any car, for 1 penny under dealer cost, okay? So when they do that, people come buy that, then for every one they sell, they get $1,000. They can even give them, say, we're a penny under dealer cost, but we're going to give you an extra $200, okay? So they still make $800, okay, profit on the thing. So that's how that works. I was always curious, so I knew they couldn't lose money when they sold a car, and they can't. So that's how it works. They make money. I thought y'all like to know that. So Ken Davis, Chief Blue Bass over in Sneed, Florida. His ex-wife called me and told me that he had passed away, and I sure hate that. I said he was a good long-time viewer of the show, and he used to call me and get me to get some oysters for him. But Ken Davis, Chief Blue Bass, Sneed, Florida. We're thinking about all y'all over there, the family and everything. You're in our prayers and thoughts. Okay. Boat Lake's going to be open again. They had a successful day last week with that buy one get one free. We'll do it again February 24th. That'll be the last time. After that, you got to pay regular price. You buy one adult, get a second adult for free. Buy one child, get a second child for free. Adults are 30, childs are 20, and you can do it by phone. Okay, we failed to tell you that, but you can do it by phone. There's a number, just call it, and when you get first time you go, your pass will be waiting for you. Just come in and tell them your name and everything, okay? And that's how it works. So y'all got your pencils in. I'll tell you, get the Mason Auction, February 17th. Mason Auction Yard, Highway 231 North in Hamilton, Florida. It's going to have their February auctions. Y'all get it down. It's going to be 8 a.m. sharp, February 17th. Y'all get it over there. They've been getting up a lot of stuff over there. I tell you what, they got some kind of stuff over there for this auction, y'all. So y'all need to get over there, okay? If you don't need it, they got it, okay? If you don't need it, they got it. So that means you'll get it when you get over there. Anyway, glad and appreciate them people up there. I'll tell you what, they're fine folks up there. I told you about that. Oh, and I hope y'all will join me in this. This word cancer, I hate the word cancer. I've had cancer twice in my life. I had bladder cancer in 2000, and I had, in February of 2017, last year, I was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer, which means there's several places, And after 4 cycles of chemo, I had a PET scan, and if y'all noticed on this show, I never lost any weight. I never got sick. I did lose my hair, but I ate and everything. I never got sick, and praise the Lord, the doctor can't believe it, But after 4 cycles of chemo, we did a PET scan. Nothing showed up anywhere in my body. And a friend of mine, Birmingham, 2 of them, when they found out about that, they got together with me. We had prayer, and they gave me this, and they said, carry this wherever you go, okay? And folks, that's a crucifix. Came from the Father in Birmingham, blessed this. And it's either on me or beside my bed all the time. So, okay. Anyway, so that cancer showed nothing on the PET scan. Had another one later after I finished the 6th cycle. Nope, it didn't show up anything anywhere. So I'm due for another one in February. And hopefully the Lord is, enough people that pray for me, and I hope y'all pray for me, and it'll show up nothing again, okay? And we just gonna move on. I feel a whole lot better and everything. So also that, and because that word cancer I don't like, I hate it. You go in there and the doctor told me, I have bladder cancer. He showed me all the x-rays and everything looked good, and he said, then we got this. I said, what's that? He said, well, don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's cancer. Boom! Pow! It's like somebody hit me in the face with a brick bat. I don't like that word. So what I'm gonna start referring to this, and I hope y'all will too. And boy, wouldn't it be nice to hear down the road to hear it come back from somewhere, okay, and know that it started right here with us, me and you, the viewer out there. I'm gonna start calling any kind of that stuff internal, like breast cancer. Right? I hope that's the last time I say that word. Internal breast disorder. Internal breast disorder, internal lung disorder, internal prostate disorder, internal bladder disorder, external skin disorder. Get that word out of there. It's nasty. I hate it, okay? Get it out, and let's start using that. So y'all write that down, okay? Oh, and by the way, I got me a new girlfriend. Robert, y'all don't tell Robert this, okay? Please don't tell Robert about this. Because, boy, he'll get on me. He'll come chasing after me. But I got me a new girlfriend. Her name is Sonia Burke. Sonia Burke. How you like that? Met her over at Bolt Lake. She come over here and get some passes. We was over there and everything. So y'all don't tell Robert now, okay? Okay. Good morning to you, Robert. I know he watches this show every Saturday morning. I told her, I said, don't you tell him I'm going to do this. And but anyway, so I hope she didn't. But I wanted him to shock. So see, you ought to go with her more often. You could have met me over there. I'd sign your autograph and everything, whatever that's worth. But good morning to you, Sonia, Robert. Robert, I certainly appreciate y'all watching this program, and that makes us feel good when we run into people that do. So, all right, we're going to a break. We got Dow and Tabitha Morris on today, talking about the trees. Folks, y'all need to watch this. This is some informative information. Y'all need to watch it, okay? If you got trees in your yard, big trees especially, you need to watch it. And also Chimney Rock, a place we visited while we was, my wife and I, while we was up in North Carolina. So we want to show that to y'all. So, all right, y'all watch this. We'll be back in just a minute. Down home in the Tri-States, I'm Ron Jones. So glad to be here, and so glad to have you out there watching us. Okay, y'all keep doing it and keep doing business with our sponsors, and we'll do this show as long as we can, okay? God bless y'all.
King's Discount Drugs and King's Outdoors in Chipley, Florida has always been Northwest Florida's top choice for prescriptions, outdoor sporting equipment, and special gifts and jewelry. For over 38 years, people have trusted and relied on King's Drugs for friendly, hometown personal service. King's Outdoors has served the hunting, fishing, and sporting needs for outdoorsmen and women throughout Northwest Florida. Ladies, for all your shooting needs or for just protection, King's Outdoors offers special service to help you with your needs. Come see the entire friendly staff at King's Drugs and King's Outdoors on Highway 77 in Chipley, Florida.
Here at King's Discount Drugstore, we'll work hard to earn your business and keep your business. Y'all come see us.
Dow, Tabitha, and Annabelle Morris at Easy Care Tree Service invite you to call for a free tree inspection. If you have trees, especially large trees, next to your home, a free tree inspection is something you need to take advantage of. Dow and Tabitha say too many devastating home situations, like trees falling and smashing your roof, can be prevented. Easy Care Tree Service can inspect your trees and give you advice as to the possible damage your trees could cause. Call now before the hurricane and strong wind season comes. Be safe, not sorry. Call Easy Care today. Folks, I've asked Dow and Tabitha Morris to join us on the show today to talk a little bit about trees and problem trees, because I get a lot of calls that I go ahead and refer them to them because they just call my number and I refer them to them. But a lot of the calls that come in, and they get them too, they can tell you, people with trees that have fallen on their house. You have some strong winds, a hurricane that's headed this way, trees fall down, and probably, what would you say, Dow, 90% of those are due to hollowed out trees?
Exactly.
And what it is, it's hollowed out on the inside, it's rotten, but on the outside it looks good and you can't tell it. And that's what we want to talk about today, is how to prevent that. You got to do a little pre-preparation to keep that from happening, okay? And so if you have some trees in your yard that are questionable and you wonder about them yourself, then you need to call the experts to get them to help you with that and let you know which way you need to go. So glad y'all could be with us, Dow and Tabitha. And like we were talking about, try to take care of this problem before it becomes a bigger problem. And what do you do to do that?
Well, you go out and you take a look and you point out things and try to show different things, and there's just signs that you can read on the tree if you're not aware of it. A lot of times if squirrels is running in and out of a tree, it's all fun and games to watch them, but if the squirrels is running in and out the tree,
There's a problem.
A sure sign of a problem. The core of it, the structure of the tree is depleted greatly. And it just ain't, it ain't got strength to support all that weight up top.
Tabitha, you get a lot of calls, probably most of the calls, because he's out with saws and he can't hear the phone ring. So
I do, yes.
What are some of the questions that people have when they call you?
Most of the time when they call, they either have a tree that's too close to the house, a tree that the limbs are falling out of the tree onto the ground. They're having to pick up a lot of sticks. Sometimes it's dead. A lot of times, if hurricane season is approaching and, say for instance, the news starts talking about, we have a possible storm going to come into the Gulf, people start getting worried about, oh my goodness, I have a tree that I'm worried about, and I guess what we'd like for everybody to think about is call us before that storm gets in the Gulf.
Like I said, if you have a questionable tree in your yard, that you think, well, it's kind of close to the house, and I worry sometimes about it falling, or
don't wait till the last minute.
It's big limbs, and if you wait till that's 60-mile-an-hour winds out there, you're probably not going to get these folks to come to your house and cut that tree down or whatever needs to be done, limbs trimmed or whatever, because they're not going to put their workers in harm's way in that kind of condition. So that's why they want to stress to you to try to do it now. What like December, January, February? When was the best time to probably try to locate a problem?
Well, people just seem to forget about that there's problems standing in their yard, and a high percentage of the trees that's being taken out now, especially white oaks and water oaks, they've hollowed out in the middle. Many cases, when you cut them down, you're going to find that hollow in them, and they're dangerous.
What is there any specific thing that gets a tree in that condition to make it hollow out like that? Is it diseased or what?
Age, the weather pattern change. You got just years of drought, and then followed up by like the last 4 to 5 years we've had, just ridiculous amounts of rain during the spring of the year. It's just extreme weather condition patterns from year to year.
Well, you were telling me earlier, we were having some coffee, and Dow, we were talking about, the trees and things, and he said, a lot of people have these pretty trees in their yard. They've been there for years. They're 100, 150 years old, and they're pretty trees. They want to, they love them until it falls on a house, and then it's an ugly tree.
Exactly. It runs into a terrible problem.
And that's what they're trying to prevent. You was telling me something about the little cost to get you out there to inspect the tree. If it needs to come down or needs to have some limbs trimmed, that's a lot less cost than it would be if that tree falls, which is what happens.
Exactly. It can become a big mess if you've got to deal with several different people to get that house redone on one end. You got to deal with the insurance company. It's good they're there to deal with, but it's all a process, and you sit there and look at your house, and one end of it covered up with visqueen for 2 months, waiting on all the procedures to go through. It's a cost to get these trees took down, but it's a lot less of an inconvenience to deal with the problems up front rather than the problems in the tail end,
which could be in the thousands of dollars, and there's no need for that to happen when you can take care of it early. And what are your costs to get somebody to get you to come over and just inspect a tree? What do you charge for that?
In our area, there's no cost to it. If you call and you say, we've got several trees in our house, or we've got a tree in question, or we've got these trees, and we just don't really understand or know what to look for. Could you come out and take a look and just show us, or point some things out to us if there's a problem there?
It's kind of like, for lack of a better term, it's kind of like free insurance, to come and look at your tree and save you from having to pay money down the road because that tree might fall on your house.
Preventative maintenance.
Preventative maintenance, exactly, which is what we all need to practice, especially me. Y'all stay with us, folks. We'll be back in just a minute.
When I'm in need of septic tank service or installation, I use only the pros. I know that I can depend on A1 Septic Tank Service. If you need fast, reliable service, A1 Septic Tank Services will travel within a 100-mile radius. Listen, these folks know the business. They know what they're doing. They have the proper training and schooling. And if you're in need of a new septic system, give them a call. Or if you need repairs to a current system, give them a call. A1 is the one for trustworthy services. Anthony and Christy are hometown folks ready to serve you and treat you right. Give them a call today for more information. I use and I recommend A1 Septic Tank Services. Metal roofing is becoming more and more popular and preferred. Virtually no maintenance. Easy to install, metal roofing can speed up the roofing process. The metal roofing supplier and headquarters in this area is Surplus and Salvage of Chipley, Florida. Surplus and Salvage of Chipley offers a huge 17-color selection at only $1.89 a foot. Galvalume below $1.35 a foot. Plus, Surplus's qualified, knowledgeable, friendly staff can cut any length you need. It's all done in-house. No waiting weeks or weeks for your roofing. Plus, ridge cap, flashing, and drip edge any style or shape. Call them today, get it today. Only at Surplus and Salvage of Chipley, Highway 90 West in Chipley, Florida. I get asked a lot about Main Street Market and the quality of their inventory, and that's one of my favorite subjects. It's simple. I tell them Paul was raised up on a farm. His whole family was and still is farmers. Paul knows the value of fresh and local. Paul knows the value of supporting the Florida farmers and their families, unlike big box stores and grocery store chains. Now, some things may cost a little more at Main Street Market. You see, Paul only accepts the best and buys only for one for his market. I like advertisers where the money stays local, and that's why they advertise on our show. Thank you for supporting Main Street Market and all of our advertisers. So, but Tabitha, you brought some pictures with you, just some examples of what they kind of explain some of those in them.
See, here's several examples of trees that were took down. It's, you know, all the trees in this collage of pictures here has all got, you know, hollow hearts in them. There were 5 of these trees in this group of pictures here.
What, and is that tree the same tree?
Exactly, that one is.
Look at that, folks. That's an oak tree, I guess.
It's white oaks.
White oak. It doesn't look like there's a thing wrong with that tree right there by Dow's truck. And you look at this next photo and look at that.
Yeah, you could stick a car tire up in it.
Exactly, and that's what we're talking about. That tree could very easily, probably, I don't know the distance between that house, but if it fell and broke off toward the trunk, it could probably fall on that house.
Exactly. The wind, you know, we deal with, you know, a homeowner, we go out and we talk to homeowners, and they might say, well, that tree's leaning the other direction. Well, yes, it is, but that wind, when that tree is loaded up with leaves and the rain's falling and the winds are blowing, it'll blow that tree the other direction. And a lot of people just don't realize the force of wind and rain.
When it gets strong enough, it can, I don't care which way it's leaning, it can blow it over the other way.
Exactly.
This set of photos here.
You got a very nice house here, and you got these 2 monster oak trees in the front yard.
That's a before and after we got right here.
Exactly. And what are you dealing with here?
Look at that. Hollowed out.
Another hollowed out tree, and the one next door to it is, you know, just a large hollowed out tree.
And look how healthy it is, folks, the greenery on the tree.
It's a beautiful tree, but the core of it is gone to nothing.
And you would never know it was like that. And this shot here is the after they've ground the stumps and all and cleaned up and everything, and that's what it looks like. You know, they cleaned up and leave the area nice, you know.
Yes.
These other photos here.
It's just another example. This tree here, we've got a group of pictures, you know, at home. This tree trunk here was in excess of 6 foot in diameter.
Wow. Whenever
it laid down on the ground, and this tree was just, you know, 35 to 40 foot from the house.
Now it looks like that would be obvious from the outside that you could see that.
Exactly.
And when you see that kind of damage, I think I would want to take that tree down. Look how close that tree is to that house.
Exactly.
And there's a lot of weight there if that thing falls.
And look at the caliber of house you're looking at.
Exactly. You know, that's what we're talking about. The insurance. You know, it's gonna be a little more than $200,000 or $300,000. I mean, more than $1,000 or $2,000 to get that replaced.
Exactly.
And this is where y'all are taking it down. They take these things down starting at the top. They go up and what do you call that? Top of the tree or something?
Just rigging it down.
Rigging it down
in a safe manner, controlled manner.
I saw we did some stuff. Y'all have seen it on the show. It was a gentleman's house. Some of you may know him in Chipley. There was a tree there, and it was surrounded by the house, by a couple of big sheds. They all had metal roofs.
RV, boats.
RV, and they took that tree down, and I was there when they did it, and it amazed me. Was that tree in between 2 buildings?
In between two buildings.
2 buildings. And they took that tree down, and those limbs never touched. The only thing that touched the roofs of those things were the sawdust coming from the saw. Tell you what, y'all stay with us.
We call it easy care snow.
Easy care snow, yeah.
Easy care snow.
I'll tell you what, we're out of time, but we're gonna join again next week and to show you some more pictures on this thing. And y'all need to tune in, okay? Y'all need to take advantage of this, okay? Because when the damage is done, it's done, okay? And like I say, in our area, there's no charge for him to come look at that tree and say, hey, there's no problem with it. I think you'll be okay with it. Or it definitely, that limb needs to come off of it because eventually it's going to fall on the house.
Mr. Ron, something too, if you have a beautiful live oak in your yard, we've had some customers call us and say, is there anything we can do to keep this live oak from breaking? Right. The limbs are starting to hang, and we can go in and trim some of the limbs off of it to take the weight off of it and still keep it a beautiful tree.
And that would be the most logical thing, to just get some of the weight off of it.
Right.
Exactly.
And
if you're not familiar with doing that kind of stuff, I don't recommend you tackle that situation, because you start messing around with that stuff, you're liable to. You've seen these pictures where people climb up trees trying to do things, and the limb breaks off and they fall down, so they know to what extreme or extent they can go in trimming that tree. Well, you may not, okay? But that's why you need to give them a call. So y'all join us next week. We're gonna have some more pictures to show you, and I think I tell you, you need to watch this, folks. It's Dow and Tabitha Morris with Easy Care Tree Service. If you're in doubt, call them, okay?
Dennis Creamer has been in the shoe business repairing shoes for a long time. He started work after Reverend W.C. Clarence Wyndham opened for business in 1959 in Mariana.
Mr. Wyndham was the original owner of the shoe shop and sold out to me in 1984. Mr. Wyndham has passed on. He was my mentor and one that trained me. He was like a daddy.
Worn heel, hole in your shoe, but you love your shoe. Dennis can save you a lot of money. Renew it at Wyndham's. Check out the new line of Justin Chippewa and Double H boots, American made. Wyndham Shoe Shop across from the gazebo on Lafayette Street in Mariana, Florida. You can also enter on Market Street in the rear. Go see them. Wyndham's, good Christian folks you can trust. Check out the new Cayman Hide boots by Dan Post, Cowboy certified. Also a huge selection of boots, $59.99 or 2 pair for $100.
So I'll tell you what, y'all come on down and see Dennis, and he'll tell you all about it.
That's
He'll
right.
send you home with some shoes, I
We'll
guarantee
put some
you.
shoes on their feet.
Thank you, Dennis.
To my best friend, thank you for helping me catch all the big ones in my rhino boat. Remember that big one that got away? That'd have been a world record. It ain't every day you find friends that still like to do things the old-fashioned way. I've had some ups and downs in them 10-foot swells. Me and my QS, we kept on going. I remember my first rhino 30 years ago, and all the motor service for 20 years before that. I sure do want to see that fancy hydroport steering thing. That brand new deck boat with that diving thing on top. Boy, that show is pretty. Thank you, Joe's Motor Service. May we be best friends forever. Period. Have you got water problems? Pump won't pump? Do you need answers and solutions, but you don't want the runaround and you want someone honest? Well, have no fear, folks. Do what I did. Call the man, Water Dan. Dan Dubose will take care of your problem.
Hello, folks. This is Water Dan. I work on submersible pumps, jet pumps, do repairs and upgrades, anything to do with an existing water well. I would appreciate it if you call.
Call the man, Water Dan. He'll take care of your water problems. 850-535-9308. 535-9308.
Folks, you know why people from Washington, Jackson, Holmes, Bay County, you know why they call Water Dan? Because Dan Dubose knows what he's doing.
It's not always bad news. Sometimes it's just a pressure switch or a start capacitor. I'm here to help. Stay Right Pumps, stainless pumps. They'll warranty that pump for 5 years against corrosion, abrasion, or lightning. I stand behind that warranty as far as honoring the pump. 90% of the time, it's something above ground. I'll be glad to answer the questions over the telephone.
Y'all give him a call. All right, folks, we're about to go up to Chimney Rock. And where that is, we got to wind around and round and round up this here mountain. Our destination's going to be right there.